The West African Civil Society Institute (WACSI) has revealed plans to launch WACSI node in Nigeria. Speaking at the press conference in Abuja, Executive Director for WACSI Nana Afadzino said that the financial sustainability of many civil society organizations in Nigeria is very fragile and that civil space is shrinking and creating a disenabling environment for civil society's effectiveness. Nana Afadzino explained that WACSI node will act as a liaison office connecting SCO and their partners to various services provided by WACSI, which included training, mentoring, and coaching to strengthen capacity in the operations of non-profit organizations, while also working with partners in Nigeria to support the technological needs of non-profit organizations and civil actors, dealing with cybersecurity issues, as well as advocating for better policies. She further added that the official launch of WACSI Node Nigeria is scheduled to hold on 16th of November 2022 at NAF Center.
The establishment of the WACSI Node in Nigeria, which will be launched on the 16th of November 2022. This is a significant milestone for the Institute, but also opens up more opportunities for civil society in Nigeria. WACSI was conceptualized by Osiwa in consultation with civil society in West Africa, and it set it up in 2005 with its base in Accra, Ghana. The Institute began operations in 2007 with a mandate to strengthen civil society in West Africa to be responsive, collaborative, representative, resilient, and influential through knowledge sharing, learning, connecting, and influencing. The programs we offer and our service offerings to civil society actors in West Africa have attracted partners and collaborators from across the globe. Over the past 15 years of dedicated service to civil society organizations, the Institute has equipped 8,899 participants from 5,452 civil society organizations, with participants that come from across the world. Over the years, we have witnessed a keen interest in our programs by civil society actors in Nigeria. And WACSI's programs have so far benefited over 1,392 participants from 1,004 organizations in the country. This revealed the fragility of the financial sustainability of many CSOs in the country. It also points to the compelling need for CSOs to look inward towards reducing their dependency on foreign sources of support. Therefore, in the face of shrinking international support, it has become expedient to broaden the support base available and accessible to CSOs in the country to involve every Nigerian. WACSI being physically present in Nigeria now means Nigerian CSOs can easily access our services and trainings to build their capacity to be able to mobilize domestic resources and become sustainable. The pandemic also exposed the vulnerability of CSOs to digital security threats and the technological capacity gaps plaguing actors within the sector. In response to the technological capacity gaps faced by CSOs in the country, the Institute, with support from TechSoup Global, donated 14 laptops to 6 organizations, relevant software, and also training to enable effective use of these. This was a pilot project that was notably beneficial to the institutions that benefited from it. And based on the results, WACSI is pursuing more opportunities to support needy civil society organizations in a like manner. Civic space in Nigeria, like many other West African countries, is shrinking and creating a disenabling environment for civil society's effectiveness. With support from the Ford Foundation, WACSI is implementing the Civic Space Resource Hub in collaboration with Spaces for Change to provide the needed resources to civil society actors in these countries to build their resilience and also confront the civic space challenges. The WACSI node will act as a liaison office and connect civil society organizations and their partners to the various service offerings provided by WACSI. These include training, mentoring, and coaching to strengthen capacity in institutional governance, management, and operations of non-profit organizations. And this is not only limited to NGOs. It also includes working with partners in Nigeria to strengthen the civic space in Nigeria and enabling the effective participation of citizens in their own governance, as well as working on resourcing challenges for civil society organizations with a focus on exploring alternative sources of funding and strengthening local philanthropy. A major aspect of WACSI's operations in Nigeria will be to support the technology needs of non-profit organizations and civic actors, hardware, software, technical or technological capacity, dealing with cybersecurity issues, as well as advocating for better policies in the tech space. Over the years, through our flagship internship program, the Next Generation Leadership Program, and our mid-level civil society leadership program, WACSI has enhanced the civic consciousness and professional capacity of 69 young graduates from 16 African countries who had interest in the work of civil society. 10 of these graduates, representing about 14% of the beneficiaries of the program, are from Nigeria. Many of them have emerged to be key players within the sector today. WACSI can also boast of great talents from Nigeria who are part of our diverse workforce and associates. We also noticed an increased interest in our programs by civil society actors in Nigeria in the heat of the COVID-19 pandemic. From a steady WACSI commission to ascertain the extent of the impact of COVID-19 on CSOs in Nigeria, it became evident that CSOs were significantly affected negatively. Out of the 80 CSOs who took part in the survey, 38.4% reported to have funding reductions from major donors, whereas 58.1% civil society organizations were unable to raise any domestic resources during the pandemic to complement external donor funding. 55.8% of the CSOs agreed that they did not have the capacity to mobilize domestic resources.
Godwin Oyediro, GTV Africa.